Hello, guess where I am? Up at the plot. It's lovely and quiet here at the moment. Nothing to disturb me but the wind. It is a bit blowy today. Anyhow, this is a end of June, early July plot tour. A bit late with this one. Should have done it, like I said, at the end of June, but what are you going to do? Anyway, I think I'll just get to it. The grapevine is looking really good. It's rampaging through the old rosehip bush there. I guess I need to cut it back. Woody, will you give me some advice please? Do I need to cut this grapevine back? It's certainly spewing out of my gate and just trying to make a break for it. It's looking real good. Yeah, let me show you some of the potential grapes I'm going to have this year. There we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. Bit of Allotment Grow Halvino on the horizon maybe. Probably not. Sweet peas are looking magnificent. As quickly as I cut these, they throw up more flowers. And like I mentioned in the last video, please do grow some sweet peas if you haven't before. The scent is tremendous. Now then, for the rest of this plot tour, I'm going to show you my allotment as is, unweeded and unprepped for the camera. I'm not somebody who likes to tidy up the beds before I film them. You're just going to see them as is. Here we go, the realities of true allotment life. Onions mixed in with a load of weeds. I do try and stay on top of them, the weeds that is, but with all this rain that we've had recently, it's just really pushed them through. The stirring onions are looking good, or some of them are. I think I only had 2 that bolted. This one here, and one at the end there with the flower spike. The beetroot are looking great. A bit crowded, but I have transplanted some of them along the side there and throughout the allotment, as I'll show you in a sec. This has just become a tangled mess. Some carrots there, but you wouldn't know it. Turnips, absolute failure. I'm going to have to go back to school and learn how to grow turnips. Lettuce, parsnips at the end, doing well. So that's it for this top bed. Bed number 2 is looking like a jungle, an unruly jungle. Down here with some of the transplanted turnips, which didn't work, so I know not to do that in future. However, the transplanted beetroot are looking fine. And the star of the show so far is that pendulous orb right there. My first ever spaghetti squash. Never grown them before. I'm really excited about that. Moving around. More transplanted beetroot. Looking healthy. So you can do it, people. You can transplant your beets. Let's give this... Ah, yes. Lovely. Looking good. Onto my cage here. That has another spaghetti squash plant romping away in all directions. Few potential babies there. This guy here, butternut squash. I think he is going to be overtaken by my honeyboat squash, which are just loving life on the plot. Down here, transplanted lettuce, looking good. And some more over there. Like I said, my honeyboat squash, leaves, big leaves, always a good sign as far as I'm concerned. And big weeds, we do a bit of weeding for you. Oh, satisfying. Get out. Ooh, there we go. That looks like a baby honeyboat squash starting to form there. So yeah, hopefully this will be a productive bed. Bed number 2. At the end here, lettuce, more lettuce. Anyhow, let's move on to bed 3. Bed 3 is looking a bit tidier, but some of the plants are looking a bit weak, tired, frail. These are French climbing beans, part 2. That there is a courgette, and I think you can see my first courgette of the season, right there. I'm going to have to tie these beans up a little bit, although this wind isn't helping their plight. Well, the wind has blown off my netting. Cabbage in this section of the bed here, looking rubbish, to be honest. Not looking very good at all, but I didn't grow these, so you can't put the blame on me. We've got a share chair up here at the allotment, where people who've grown too much vegetables and don't have room to plant them out just donate their excess vegetables, and I picked these up. Actually, that's a lie, my neighbour picked these up. He didn't want them, so I gave them a home in this bed here, and yeah, they're doing really bad. Onto a row of carrots, sweet candle, thumbs up to them. The sweet corn, yeah, they're starting to put on a bit of weight now, starting to shift. There we go, signs of life. And let's move on to Sweden. As part of my European section of the bed, whole row of Swedes planted in here. I think I might, it's not looking too bad, but at the top it's starting to look a bit chewed, so I might have to take that one soon. But they're doing okay. They are doing okay. Not that you can see under the net. Just take my word for it. Now then, when I turned up this morning, I was greeted by the dreaded R word, rabbits, on my plot. I haven't mentioned rabbits all year so far, but they've finally broken in. And let me show you where. Look, maybe evidence of them digging. Who knows? Where is it? It's around here somewhere. There it is. That little escape route there. It was only a baby rabbit. It came running down the path, shooting through there into my neighbour's plot. And as I look up my neighbour's plot, I can see, if I zoom in, a little rabbit hole there going into his neighbour's plot. So I'll have to let him know they're getting into his, getting into mine, and obviously getting into that guy's there. The flower bed still looking a bit green, but it has been mostly cleared of weeds. The Nymphophia has come to an end. Swamp lily hasn't done anything this year so far. Asters, I think. Soil. Ooh, little Dahlia starting to say hello. Blind gladiolus, I think, and at the end the other swamp lily. So yeah, not looking too sexy at the moment, but flowers are on their way. My so-called fruit bed, we got 6.5 blackcurrants left there that have been taken by the pigeons. My gooseberry is not looking good, the bush itself. The gooseberries themselves were taken probably by blackbirds. At the end there, a few raspberry canes that, yeah, I don't nip my fruit up, as you can see. Maybe next year, maybe not. The broad beans are doing their job. They are pumping out broad beans. I've been taking some of these. I do love broad beans. So yeah. They are doing their job. Moving on to French dwarf beans. A row of these guys. No beans as of yet, but they're not far off. The flowers are there. I should have taken off this cage some time ago, but I didn't, so I've just let them grow through it. They seem to be okay. So do the weeds. The weeds are loving life. On to French climbing beans. They're having a go, these guys. Snaking their way up canes. Doing a bit of pole dancing, as you can see. This one has decided it prefers the chicken wire and is trying to venture over towards the broad beans. But yeah, they're doing okay. They'll be up and firing on all cylinders in the next month or so. On to my second row of Swedes. Doing okay again, just okay. So look at that one there. Not a bad attempt. Yeah, hopefully they'll fatten up. But I reckon I can take them at that size. And finally, onto this bottom flower bed with the dahlias that I never dig up, and they come back every year. I think these were planted 2 years ago. They came up last year and they're coming up this year. That one has been there for like the last 5 or 6 years. Just keeps coming up. It's loving life. Tree lily, just about to burst into life. No doubt we'll get that. Is it the tree lily beetle? He's probably around, waiting. But yeah, it's a decent amount of flowers on this one. Can't wait for him to say hello. Guess what those are? I think those are runner beans. Look how well they're doing. And then tree lily number 2. So all in all, a mixed bag of a plot this year. Some things doing really well, some things just haven't bothered. I'm especially pleased with my spaghetti squash, and I think the other squash, once they get going, I think they'll be pumping out fruit, you know, towards the autumn and winter months, which is fine by me. The disappointments. What are the disappointments? I guess the runner beans, turnips for definitely. Just need to learn how to grow turnips. Just pants they are. Yeah, and just the state of the plot itself. I need to get up here, do a bit of weeding, and just tidy it up, I guess. But apart from that, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. The onions are looking good. So yeah, I think that's it, don't you? Yes, that's it. Right. Thank you for joining me, if you have. Please do subscribe if you haven't done so far. And yeah, comment down below. And until the next video, bye for now.